Hey guys, welcome to the investor.bet Racing Show February debrief and results summary. In this video, I'm going to go through how we made 31.68 units profit in February betting on the Australian horse racing. And that 31.68 units brought our total to 77.43 for the year. Overall, to sum up the month, I'm happy with the 31 units for a $50 better. That's just over $1,500 profit for the month. When I look back on the month, we really did miss out because looking through the results, this really could have been a 50, 55, 60 unit month looking at the top side if a few more key results could have gone our way. Going through the results, there was 22 losing bets where the price that we took, the horse ended up starting the race at roughly half those odds. So if we took $2, it started the race roughly $1.50, $1.45, $1.55. Or if we took $2.50, started the race, $1.75, $1.80. So 22 occasions that happened. And, if just like 5, 6, 7, even 10 of those had won, then our results could have almost doubled for the month because it really doesn't take that many winners in order to really push that number up. But overall, we've now made it 29 out of 29 winning months since starting in October 2021. You see the monthly units profit all the way through there. We brought our total overall to 1,304.09 units. So looking through all our bets, as you can see here, we started the month at 1,272.41 units profit, and we had 137 total bets. And included in those 137 bets were 4 multis. So it was 133 single bets. Of the 4 multis, unfortunately, none of the 4 hit. We were close with 2 of them, with 2 of the 3 legs hitting. First one for the month, Jimmy Star and Lady of Camelot won, but Johnny Rocker pulled up lame. So we missed out on $9.76 odds there. So it would have been 8.76 units. Our second multi, another Will, walked in, but Bob Bastille just overdid it early, and Aspura ran second. Then Imperatrice won, and Buenos Noches and Storm Chaser were both heavily backed, but neither of those were able to win. And then our last multi of the month, it was $25.67. We hit Straight Charge and Lord Vampy, but Eternal Flame couldn't get it done. Settled last in the run at Caulfield on Saturday on a day where there was 10 races and 9 of the winners at the 400-meter mark to go were third or better in the run. So only one horse, being Hayasugi, came from worse than third on the home corner to win races, and Eternal Flame was back last in a race there. They didn't really go that far, so wasn't suited at all, but did run on for fourth, probably on a fair track, goes very, very close to winning. But unfortunately wasn't the case. So it would have been really, really nice to hit that, but also at least hit some of these ones that heavily shortened that couldn't get over the line. Looking at the overall results for the month, as I said, it was 31.68 units profit. If you're following with promotions, so when we're betting with promotions, the sports bets, TABs, Ladbrokes, and etc., those kind of major betting companies, Tab Touch, offer bonus bets back for second and third for selected races. The way I choose the bets is I choose out of all the races what horses I want to back. And then if there is a promotion tied to that race by a major company, then we'll include that if it runs second or third. Not all like every other betting company, just those major corporate ones. But also, I'm not just betting on the promotional races, and I'm not betting on every promotional race. If you do that kind of stuff, your accounts are going to get promo banned very, very quickly. So, for example, Sportsbet might be offering money back or bonus back on the first 4 races at a certain track. Let's say it was Sandown, and we only bet into the 1 race of those 4 races. So we're not trying to hit every promo race, and we're also not avoiding races where there's not a promotion because we're betting across all 5 metro tracks across Australia, or metro meetings for that specific day. So if you're following with promotions, it was 31.68 units profit. If you are following without promotions, these are the same results. If you staked every bet with cash, and you're just betting with your betting bankroll fully of cash, you would have made 23.21 units profit. So and the really good thing about this, and what I explain to everyone, is when you're first getting started, you have all the promotions available to you, and there's about 80 different betting companies. So there's tons and tons of promotions. If you follow with promotions, you're going to make really, really good money to build up your bankroll, and you're probably going to be at the $500 to $1,000 a week mark, and you can even build it up slightly higher. Pretty much with the promotions, you can get away with up to $200 units purely because majority of the bets were only betting 1.5 to 2 units. And in February, we only had 7 2-unit bets. So of the 133 bets, only 7 of them were 2 units. 35 were 1.5 units, and everything else was a single unit bet. So it's not like we're doing like 8 units and you're trying to bet $200 units. So that's $1,600 you're trying to outlay. Like, that's never going to work. So with promotions, you can kind of really use up to $200 units. But the really good thing is once, you start to be making a really good amount of money, and I always say to people, once you start getting banned by the betting companies and promo ban, that kind of stuff, then you're actually making money. Then you can just transition into following the plays without promotions and without getting the bonus bets and still make really good money, because this is the key thing. Is, for example, in February, we made 23.21 units. The cool thing about this is you're not limited kind of to 200 units because you're trying to bet with bonuses and that kind of stuff. You can follow this and be betting $500 units or $1,000 units, $2,000 units. And then, for example, in February, if you're betting $1,000 units, you just made 23 grand during February. Even if you're doing $500 units, you just made almost $12,000, $11,500 during February alone. If we just go back to January, so let's bring up the results for January without promotions as well, so you can kind of get the gist, because obviously we're always just looking at the overall averages, and every month can be slightly lower, slightly higher. But during January, it was 30.95 units without promotions. So kind of you're averaging, if you just average those 2 months, it's 27-ish units profit each month without promotion. So effectively, you can actually make more once you've built up your bankroll. So build up your bankroll with the promotions first, then eventually you'll get to a point, it might be 5, 6, 7, 10 years, 15 years down the track, because you're able to continuously be betting with the promotions. But eventually, then you can be like, oh, now I have a $20,000 bankroll or a $50,000 bankroll. I'm going to start doing $500 units and be making 100 grand a year from doing this. So that's like the path to continue working through. But all you have to do right now is just continue following the bets. And obviously, all these results are on the website and in the members area, where you can look through every result going back all the way. You can see in the column on the right-hand side, all 3,600 or so bets that we've had since the very beginning. And even as you're looking at this table here, you'll notice like there was this run of like a stack of losing bets right in the middle of February here. And, right here, I have 26 bets selected, and from this range, there was only 5 wins. So we got 21 losers and 5 wins during that period. And for a lot of people, that would destroy their whole month. They'd be down and out, but we're still able to be over 30 units in front. The reason is because of the way we're staking the bets, the horses we're choosing consistently. And yes, you're not going to get every result go your way. That's part of horse racing. But, as long as consistently, overall we're getting good results, and, there's going to be horses held up. Horses are going to pull up lame. They're not going to perform. They're going to lose photo finishes. All that stuff's going to happen next week, the month after. But as long as we're consistently beating the starting price, I know we're going to make money. So of all the bets that we had, you'll notice this column in the right-hand side here with odds as well. If the horse started shorter, or this is the starting price firstly, if this horse started shorter than the price that we took when I sent out the bets the day before, then it'll light up green. If it was drifted out, then like for example 245 out to 260, then it'll light up red. So of 133 bets for February, 90 of them shortened in price. That means 68% of our bets were shortening in price. So we're consistently doing that. We're definitely going to be winning long term, like we have, for the past couple of years. And as I was doing this for about almost 10 years prior to even starting investor.bet. So looking at the highlights for February and some of our biggest wins for the month. And what you're going to notice here is we didn't win 10 units or even 5 units of a single bet. So it's about betting consistently and not just chasing the big wins. Obviously, it would have been good to hit that $25 multi or get a few of those other ones to be winning, but we don't even need to do that to be really, really profitable. So firstly, right back at the beginning of the month, Chris Parnham got a couple of good winners for us home at 350 and 380. Comic Hero was a really nice winner. Was still last at the 200 meters, but just rounded them up right down the outside. Picked up 2.8 units on that one. Red 53 later in the day. We came from last as well. Weaved through and got up at $3.50. Then just the weekend gone, 24th of February, we had Belvedere Boys at Rose Hill. Nash put this horse in a perfect spot the way the track was playing. Got to the outside, rounded them up at $4. It shortened into 320. Then another one that was really like this was kind of a scary ride, but I'm glad that it won. At Canterbury on the 16th, race 5. Now we took 420. I think it was come in a little bit with deductions. Can't remember the exact price we took, but started $3. And Zach Lloyd, you knew you had to be on the fence to be winning at Canterbury that night, and he was back last, missed the start slightly, and just railed right the way through and was able to get up and win. Just needed, thankfully, everyone decided to get off the fence, and we were able to go from last and go right up alongside the rail. So that was a really, really good one. And then on the 10th, we had our two biggest individual wins on the month, both at Randwick. Race 3, CR7, Ben Mellon put this horse one out, one back, and just was strong to the line. There was a challenger coming up on the inside, but Mellon was still confident in the ride. And we got $4.40, so 3.4 units profit. Started $5, so we could have got slightly better. I'm not really sure what the drift was with that runner. And then later on at Randwick, we had Cabalas. We took $4.80. It drifted out to $7 for some unknown reason. Cabalas was the only fit horse going into that race, and I'm not really sure, like nothing else was parading like they were ready to go. Yeah, Cabalas just kept on drifting out. So nice strong win for 3.8 units profit. So as you can see, no real, massive wins. There's no 8 units profit from any single bet. So this is the way that you want to bet if you want to consistently profit long term. As I said, all these results are on the website for you to look at. You can go back through the full history, all the monthly results. So you can see that by following along, you're consistently going to be able to make profit. So I'm going to do these previews for March, April, May, June, all the way through the year. So it'd be awesome to see you guys following along. If you're not a member yet, go to investor.bet.com.au/racing show, and you'll be able to join there. And